Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new, welcome. My name is Monica. In today's video, I'm going over the books that I have left to read on my TBRs for 2025, plus the books that I have out on my Libby and Hoopla apps that I need to get through. And this is all towards, I'll probably have it done within the next couple months. So stay tuned. So let's just go through the TBRs first, because that's where most of my books are. And if you hear her licking or anything, Rosie's in here and she's kind of just sitting there. She's all happy and I don't want to move her. So for my new releases, TBR part 2, because I made new releases in 2 parts. The first one is Good Spirits. This is coming out on October 7th. This is by B.K. Borison. I will be reading this on or before October 7th. I applied for the ALC. I don't have my high hopes for this one because I tend not to get ALCs on NetGalley, but I'm still going to apply for them, especially the ones I'm truly excited for. And this one, I absolutely love the vibes the cover's giving, and I really hope I get the ALC for this. If not, that's fine. I'll read it on October 7th when it comes out. And then the next book on this list is Half Light Harbor by Samantha Young. This is book 1 in a new series. This series is Small Town Scottish Highlands. I love her Adair series. I loved her Scottish Highlands series, and I feel like it's going to be in the same world. I am very excited about this. And again, I applied for the ALC for this, not from NetGalley, so I do have a fighting chance for this one. If I don't get it, I will be reading this on or before October 23rd. And then The Defender by Anna Wong. This is the last book that she has coming out this year. It's her sports romance. I think it's the second in the series. The first one was The Striker, yeah. And that was out last year. I really liked The Striker. So I am very excited for this one. I haven't applied for anything. I don't know if I would get it anyway, but I'm okay with it. I just really want to read this book, and it's coming out on October 28th. So I am just salivating for it. And then, of course, The Seven Rings by Nora Roberts. I applied for the ALC just today, that I'd get the audiobook from NetGalley, Macmillan Audio. Again, I'm not holding my breath. It is NetGalley. I tend not to get those books on NetGalley, but if it's going to be there and it's Nora, I'm going to apply for it. And hopefully one day they will say yes. So this is the last book in the Lost Brides trilogy. The first one was The Inheritance. The second one was Mira. And this one I'm so excited for. I've been talking about it. I'm so hyped. Comes out November 18th. I'm reading it the day it comes out. I already have my pre-order done for Nora's bookstore, so I'm very excited for that one. So the last book I have on this TBR is Wilder Ranch by Lulu Moore. This is book 2 in the Valentine Nook Chronicles. This is the couple that we were teased about in Once Upon a Christmas Tree, and I really liked Once Upon a Christmas Tree. So as soon as I found out they were going to have more, because that was an incomplete story, it was just a tease. So I'm really excited to get this book in my hand. It's coming out November 28th, and I just want this book. Oh, and I just looked. The cover reveal and the blurb will be coming out in September. So I'm very excited for that one. So let's just move on to my next TBR, which is my historical romance TBR for 2025. I have not read 2 off of this list. And the first one is In Want of a Viscount by Lorraine Heath. Christi from Christi Reads a Lot. She told me that this was a really good book. And I kind of been saving it for towards the end of the year. I don't know why. I love the cover. She says it's good. I believe her, and I'm excited for this one. And I'm probably going to read it within the next few weeks or so. I already have it downloaded in my app, ready to go. So the last book I have to read from this list is Seduced by His Touch by Tracy Ann Warren. I liked some of Tracy Ann Warren's books that I have read before. I really liked this cover. This was a complete and utter cover lust. Like, this was a cover buy for me. I was like, okay, I am going to read this, and hopefully it will be a 4.5, 5 star, maybe 5 star all the way. I'm very excited for this one, so we shall see. And then the next TBR list that I have for 2025 is the author's back list. This is the one I have not been reading off of like I should be, because I have a bunch that I should have already read, but I haven't yet. And there's no excuse for it. So the first book that I have on here that I do need to get to, and I'm absolutely getting to it this month, I already put it on my September TBR, is Two Fights by Nikki Castle. I hear so many great things about Nikki Castle. I read one of her books a long time ago and I honestly don't remember it. I should probably reread it's the first book in the series. I don't even remember what it's called. I think it's like, I don't even remember. It's one something or another. Anyway, I don't really remember that book because I read it years ago, but I hear Two Fights is so much better and I just really want to read Two Fights. So I put this one on my list. And then the next one on this list is Rewrite Our Story by Kat Singleton. I've had this audiobook for a long time. I've needed to listen to it. I have read a couple of Kat Singleton books that I really enjoyed. I need to read her Small Town series, and so this is trying to get me motivated to read more from her, specifically her Small Town series. So, but I really like her billionaire stuff. And then the next book I have on here is The Problem with Dating by Brittany C. Cherry. This is very cute. I really like Brittany C. Cherry's writing. Her books just generally work for me, so I have high hopes for this one. The next book on this list is The Reality of Everything by Rebecca Yarros. This is the last book in her Flight and Glory series. This is the only one I haven't read in that series. So once I read the series, I will have finished reading all of those in that series, and I will be caught up with that series. There's a couple more in her backlist I do need to get to. The last book on this list is Twisted Obsession by S. Massery. This is dark hockey romance. I heard a lot of interesting things about it, so I put it on here because I wanted to be on it too. I heard a lot about her, a lot about S. Massery, and a lot about C.R. Jane, and I want to see what they're really about. So I put this one on to motivate myself to read an S. Massery book, and it looks interesting. So I'm intrigued by that. So my next TBR list is Nora Roberts, and I have read all but one. And the reason why I haven't read this one is it's the Nora Roberts book we're going to be reading in December. So I'm like, I will keep it till December. So I am not reading it early. Otherwise, I would have been done with this list by now. So it is Sanctuary. So when we read it in December for the Nora book club that Jess from Peace Love Books, she runs on her Patreon, that's when I'll read it, and I'm very excited to get this one read. So I only have 2 more TBRs I need to go through. The first one is my romantic suspense / cozy mystery TBR, and I only have one left on this to get to, and it's All the Little Raindrops by Mia Sheridan. I heard this one is very gripping, very dark, and I am intrigued. I sort of kept that one mainly for October and spooky season because of the content that it's going to be dark. So I figured that I would want to read it in October. So that's why I left it for the end of the year. And then my last TBR for 2025 that I have, and I only have one book left on this one, and is Between Wrath and Mercy by Jess Weisskopf. This is my romantasy / paranormal TBR, and that's it. I mean, that one, I haven't read it because it's like, I think it's like 25 or 30 hour audiobook, and that one's giving me a little bit of a hesitation. I heard it was really well worth it, that once you get into it, the size doesn't matter, but the size is daunting. So I have that of a bit of an issue. So before I get into what's on my Libby app and my Hoopla, the holds and stuff that I'm waiting for it to come through, or I've already borrowed them and I'm just getting myself prepped to read them, I want to go over what the book clubs that I'm reading for, what they're picked for October, November, and December. So if you want to join these, you can. So I'm part of the Lisa Kleypas read along. We're going to do Devil's Daughter in October, Chasing Cassandra in November, The Devil in Disguise in December. For the Nora Book Club, now I already said that Sanctuary is in December, but for October, Midnight Bayou, and then in November is Blue Smoke, and I've read those both, so they'll be rereads for me. And then for Historical Hellions for October is Breath of Magic by Teresa Medeiros. I'm very excited about that one. For November is The Last Hellion by Loretta Chase. I'm a little afraid of this one because Loretta Chase has been a huge hit or miss for me, so I am wary of that. But for December is Velvet Angel by Jude Deveraux. I'm very, very excited for this one. So now let's get to my Hoopla and Libby app. So I already have this one out on my Hoopla, and it's Terror at the Gates by Scarlett St. Clair. I've heard so many good things about this one. I am just like seething. But I also have a lot that I have to read before I read it. So I just got it out yesterday. So I have like this whole month to get to it. So I'm okay with that. I am waiting for my hold for Alchemized by Lin Yu. That's coming out on the 23rd of this month. And I'm first in line. I'm very excited for that. I'm waiting for my hold for Hemlock and Silver by T. Kingfisher. This is already out. I'm waiting for my hold. I am first in line for Soul Searching by Lila Sage. That's coming out, I believe, on the 23rd. So again, that is something that I'm going to be waiting for. I will be reading that when it comes out. I'm also first in line because I started looking up all the books that I really, really wanted, and I started looking them up in Libby and putting my holds on before they even were announced that they were going to be put in there. So that's how I got to number one with a bunch of them. Another one, number one, was People Watching by Hannah Bonham Young. She's a hit or miss for me, so I didn't want to buy an audiobook or an ebook, so I went and searched her up for my on my Libby app. And then Taurus Season by Brendan Weaver. Love that. I'm trying to use my library apps more so. And the last hold that I'm waiting for it to come through on my Libby app is The Gingerbread Bakery by Laurie Gilmore. So those are what are on my library apps that I have right now. There are a couple more on my Hoopla that are like, they're going to be read this year, but I haven't announced them yet because they're for like Christmas and later in the year, and I'll announce those when I get to that point where I'm going to read them. So anyway, those are the books that are on my Libby app and my Hoopla, and what I have to read for the rest of the year from my 2025 TBRs. Let me know if you've read them or if you plan on reading them. Let me know all the things, and if you made it this far in this video and you want to let me know that you're here, please leave me a jack-o'-lantern emoji because that just popped into my head. And until next time, my friends, happy reading. Bye.